Monday, the 22nd of May, 2023. Learning from our mistakes. Copacabana, Rio de Janeiro. 26 degrees, hot, sunny, clear and slightly cloudy at the end of the day. It is the first working day of the week, and even though Yasmin is not talking to me, my name is still Dirt. I'm happy because my weekend was enjoyable. On Saturday, I visited a friend and later went to Marina de Gloria, a toy shop for me. On Sunday, I did heavy exercise early, a coffee at a place from the past, and then on to Urca, where I wandered around and chilled out for a couple of hours. It is essential to do what is good for us physically and mentally, so we must know what is good for us and what is not. Working out is very important for our physical and mental health. Traveling, or even just going to local places that we like, or doing things to keep our peace of mind in check, is good, cheap therapy that anyone can do. There is no excuse, just the will to do something positive or proactive for yourself. Good feelings and positivity that overflow from a good weekend help us begin the week in the right frame of mind, which can take us to higher levels of productivity and well-being. Over the last weekend, I decided that today would be the beginning of channeling all my energy into building my sites. When faced with difficulties, I will always find a way to act. This is the essence of life itself. There is never an ideal or perfect moment to start or do something. We must just do it. If it is essential for us and our future, we have to go ahead and do it. Whatever comes, good or bad, we will deal with that too. In many, if not most cases, we ultimately learn from making mistakes, our difficulties, and falling down that appear during our journey. I recently read about different ways of learning something and their effectiveness. In reverse order, it goes something like this. We learn the least from classes. We learn more from practicing the new knowledge by rolling up our sleeves, doing it, and putting into practice what we have learned. And we learn the most efficient and effective way of learning something is by committing mistakes when doing it and correcting those mistakes and ourselves. By committing errors, it also shows us the right path in the future. It's quite interesting that we live in a society where people are usually afraid of being openly wrong or not taking responsibility for their mistakes. However, if a mistake helps us to move in the right direction, we should be happy to admit it and take accountability for it. This way, we can learn from our errors, improve ourselves, and become better versions of ourselves. The above points have been extremely helpful in improving the classes I give to my students. I now explain to them that it's normal and okay to make mistakes, and they shouldn't be afraid to make them as long as they learn from them. These points have also helped me push myself towards new challenges, step out of my comfort zone, and get things done, even in unfamiliar territory. I may not know what the future holds, but I have faith that I will be okay and can move forward. Mistakes are to be learned from, but not to be continually repeated. If you are permanently or continually repeating the same error, you are not very intelligent and unaccountable for your actions. So, the consequence of all of this is that, besides giving classes, I have begun developing my internet sites. I have already registered the domains and paid for the hosting site. Now I have to marry both and install WordPress in all of them. Again, I didn't know how to do it, but now I know I have had some difficulties. I have learnt from those obstacles and evolved, leaving your comfort zone and doing something you couldn't do before and now can is incredibly gratifying. The possibilities are endless. Everything is good, except that Yasmin is still not talking to me. She is being a little radical, cruel, selfish, and very hard. Oh, I forgot that she is a teenager. But is this an excuse for her behavior? Last week, I was upset with her radical behavior. Now, I don't care so much. I let her be. She doesn't pay my bills. I'm happy that I'm learning so many new things about web design. In bed by 9:30 p.m. Thank you very much. Thanks for reading my blog. Check out my other posts and share your thoughts in the comments. Richard. Photos by Richard George Photography.